All right, well, welcome back everybody. Today something a little bit different for you. I'm here at the closest pick your part yard to me. I haven't been here in quite a while. It's changed ownership since last time I was here. It's now an LKQ pick your part, but I'm here to get a few pieces. I need a tie rod for my Jeep in Maine. You guys will see a video of that soon. I also need, I'm looking for a set of cylinder heads, either 862s or 799s if I get really lucky, or 706s. But I need those for an engine I'm going to be building for our next project coming up here on the channel. And you know, while I'm here, I'm gonna look around and see if I see anything else interesting too. So let's go take a look and see if we see anything worth exploring. Well, here we go. We got a Yukon, still mostly together, but it's got 862 cylinder heads on it. So we might come back for those. I'll look around first, see if we can't get lucky and somebody's already taken it a little bit further apart for us. But we know there's at least one set of them. Like I said, we can come back for those if we need to. All right, here we go. We got a Yukon XL. Oh, this one's still all together too. This one's more together than the other. And this one's got 706 heads. I'd rather have the 862s just because I've seen a lot of the 706 heads have issues with valve seats, and I've seen way fewer of that with the 862 cylinder heads. Here's another one. Oh, this one's got 862 heads on it. Yeah, this one's got 862s also. Still like completely all the way together, but it's also got flex fuel injectors and rails on it. Let's see what else is up here. So far it's still looking like that first one is going to be at least the least amount of work to get the parts out that we want. But we'll keep looking. I still haven't even seen like a quarter of the yard, so lots to see still. All right, here we go. Here's a Cherokee. This would have the tie rod part that we need. Nope, someone already got the front out of it. Looks like they took the tie rod and everything. Oh well, we'll keep looking. This is a Grand Cherokee. I'll see, these have a different, I have a 99 Cherokee, which is a different steering setup than these Grand Cherokees, at least that year. Man, this place has a ton of Trailblazers. Maybe I'll get lucky and find one with an aluminum 5.3 in it. Keep on looking. Okay, here we go. So we've got a Jeep Grand Cherokee 98, and this has the same steering setup as my Cherokee, but it's got beefier parts. The tie rod is solid, and so is the drag link. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get these pulled off. Let me put my gloves on and see how the joints feel. Not bad. Not bad. The joints even feel decent. Yeah, I'm gonna pull these off, and this will get my Jeep squared right up and working fine again. So all I'm gonna have to do is undo it from each steering knuckle, and then the steering stabilizer here, and the pitman arm, and she should come free. Hooray! Alright, there's our steering linkage that we needed. Let's go pick a set of cylinder heads, see if we can't find some that are already pulled out for us. Alright, looks like we're getting back up towards the some more of the full-size stuff up here. Suburban. Oh, engine's already gone out of that one. Man, it's not laying on the ground around here, is it? Here's an Avalanche. Engine's gone out of that already. Another Trailblazer. Well, there's a Bravada in the next row. They snuck 5.3s into some of those. Bravada, if you didn't know, is basically just a Trailblazer with different badging. Nope, another 4.2. This Trailblazer here, somebody cut the whole dang front half out of it. Had a reman engine in it. Oh, it had a 5.3, that's why. No wonder that one's gone. Somebody wanted that aluminum 5.3. Man, I decided to peek up here in the GM cars. Wouldn't you know it, LS4. I'm pretty sure these were the LS4. But man, somebody already snagged one of the heads. I mean, they're a lot of work to get these heads off, but I would have loved to have the heads off of this. But I'm not gonna run mismatch, see if I can't find something that's still got both heads on it. I know that one is still back down by the beginning. All right, everybody, well, I was headed back down towards where we saw that Yukon and spotted this 2003 Suburban. It also has 862 heads on it, which are what I would like to have. Now, that's not as far apart, but the fenders are off, which is going to make it easier to access. So I think we're going to get the heads off of this one, and then we'll call her a day. So let's get some tools and get this thing pulled apart. Look at that, PCM's still there. I might grab that PCM too, since somebody already did all the hard work for me. You know, yeah, let's get this thing, let's get this pulled apart and get what we need off of it. Everybody, we've got our first cylinder head off and it looks pretty good to me. Valves all look pretty good. Only minimal little tiny bits of rust on any of them. Inside of the head looks pretty good. Relatively clean. Part of why I picked this one is there wasn't oil caked all over everything really bad. So it's probably either a low mileage engine or a well-maintained engine. I'm looking down in cylinder number 4 there, or 8. Sorry, cylinder number 7 there. I mean, I can still see crosshatch in the cylinder. So either the engine's not super high mileage or was just well maintained. But either way, it looks good to me. I'm gonna get on getting the other side off, and then we're gonna head back home. All right, there we go. We got our second head off. So LKQ here, they sell heads as a complete assembly. So what I do is I stick my little push rods right back in here. Some of them are good, some of them aren't good. But I ought to have enough to make a set between these and the ones in the engine if these heads are going on. I'm not ready to tell you guys what the next project is yet. I'm not done with the COCV. So, no starting the next project until you finish the one you're on. That's my rule. Otherwise, you got too many projects going and they don't get done. You got to get them to the point that you can at least drive them and enjoy them before you start on the next one. Part of why I chose these two is both heads, the rear 2 exhaust manifold bolts were already broken off, which just makes it easier for me to get the exhaust manifolds off. And like I said, I think based on the amount of squirrel's nest that was sitting on the intake manifold, I suspect this thing just did a lot of sitting. A lot of sitting. So that works for me. I don't mind if it's been sitting. There we go. Grab my other camera, have a sip of water. Oh wait, no, I want to take this PCM. Somebody already went through the trouble of getting it out for me. Can't hurt to have a spare. Especially, I think they're like 20, 30 bucks here. They're cheap. So, I'll take this PCM too. Be a nice backup in case I have a whoopsie. There we go. Pack up, head up front, pay, and get out of here. All right, everybody. Back in the truck, getting some nice air conditioning. Feels great. One of the gentlemen at the desk there when I was paying was nice enough to give me a bottle of water. That was super cool, appreciate that. So here's what we got. We got aluminum cylinder heads, obviously, 862s. They were $56.98 each with a $5 core. I didn't have any cores, so they cost me $113.96. Actually $123.96. I think that's a great price for what looks like 2 low mileage, good condition cylinder heads that I'll probably lap the valves and clean them off with a little oven cleaner, and they'll be ready to go. So I'm happy with that, super happy with that. I got a steering tie rod. It looks like the lady, I guess she didn't know what to call it, so she listed it as a wiper regulator. So I paid $12.69 for that. Super happy with that. Also, it was super cool. She was very helpful. And then last but not least, the 411 PCM I got, $32.38 plus a $3 core, so $35 altogether for that. I mean, very fair prices. It took me total about 2 hours to get here, find what I needed, get it pulled out, and then now I'm heading back home. So there's good stuff in the yard. You can find it. Like I said, this is an LKQ. They list what they put out into the yard every day. So I looked earlier. I knew that there would be some trucks with the heads that I wanted in the yard. I knew there would be some stuff with the steering parts I needed in the yard. The PCM was just, I mean, somebody already did all the work, so I figured it can't hurt to have a spare. And yeah, good day, good fun. It's always cool walking around the old U-Pull-It and seeing what you can find. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it educational or at least helpful. And I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It helps me out so much, and I truly appreciate every one of you that have already done so. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care.